Hey everybody, let's play some Telecaster today. Little country lead guitar. We'll do some pedal steel licks and maybe just some single line runs that I find very fun and that I use a lot. I went to play the song Chicken Fried the other night with my friends, and I noticed it was in the key of F sharp. Probably not the funnest key for playing guitar solos, at least in country music. But that's kind of why I'm shooting this video, is I wanted to get a little better at playing in that weird key. I believe that Zac Brown Band, they all tune their instruments down a half step, so it's like they're playing in the key of G. So all those bluegrass licks in the key of G just fall right on this song, and that would be fun to do that. But as an exercise in learning more about the guitar, I thought we would kind of go over it in the key of F sharp. Let's go through the chords first. F sharp, C sharp, B, F sharp, back to C sharp. Alright, while I'm standing up, I'll show you some scales. Let's just go through an F sharp major pentatonic scale. Very useful. So here's my F sharp chord. I'm just going to take the root. I like this version of the F sharp pentatonic scale because it's a little more linear, so I get all my sliding going on. Very useful. You can do it on the C sharp as well. Can you see that? No. And the B. Very useful stuff there. Very good. Alright, so I'll loop the song here and we'll give us a little backing track to practice our licks to. You know, I like, how's it go? I like my chicken fried, cold beer on a Friday night, pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio. Alright, we got a loop. Now let's talk about some licks here. Coming up, if I take apart this F sharp chord, and I take the third of the chord and the root of the chord on the first string, I can play sixths on that chord. So I got the third and the root, and then I'm going up to the fourth scale degree as well as the second scale degree, up to the third on top, and this is the fifth. So it's like I'm playing this chord, F sharp, going up to this little F sharp chord. Right? Very fun, and you can kind of give it a pedal steel vibe if you go. Let's see if I can work that into like a little thing. I'm just going to make it up on the spot. 2, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so there's something. Just kind of messing around there, noodling around. Here we go. It's a very good lick, and I, of course, use those pentatonic scales that I just showed you. Let's go up here. I don't know if you can see that. I like to take apart the chord and play it in a different position. So, I'm going to just take 3 strings, and I already have an F sharp chord here on the 11th fret. I could take that apart right there. The root is on the 3rd string. I can bend it. In fact, that'll be very useful. So I got the root here. I'm bending the 2nd scale degree up to the 3rd of the chord. So really, hope you can see that there. That's the foundation of my lick. I'm going to play the 5th here. It's the 5th scale degree. So if I was going do, re, mi, fa, so, I'm going to play that on the 2nd string, 14th fret. I'm playing both strings at once, bending the 3rd string up a whole step. So that's my first pedal steel lick. Then the chords change to the 5 chord, the C sharp chord. Well, my pinky was already playing it, so I'm just going to make that the root of my next bend. So my second pedal steel lick is based on the C sharp. If I was doing maybe a little C sharp chord here, I'm bending the 2nd scale degree up. There's my C sharp, and then when I need the B chord, I have the same thing, just happening a whole step lower. So I'll go over it again, but I just want to show you the little 3-string chords I'm using to just kind of anchor myself and find my licks. So I'll play the loop, and then I'll play my little chords against it, so you see where it's coming from. So I would use that maybe if there was another guitar player and I just wanted to add just a little bit more rhythm in there. I could do it like this. Well, I like my chicken fried. But I'm also going to use it to anchor myself and find where the hell I'm going to play my pedal steel licks. So if you remember, I'm bending the 2nd scale degree, so F sharp, do, re, mi, fa, so. I'm going to bend the 2nd up to the 3. And then I play the 5th on the 2nd string. Same thing, starting from the 5th. There's my chord. I'm going to take it apart. And then here's the 4 chord, the B chord, take it apart. And I got my pedal steel licks. Let's see if I can put it together. This could be a little wacky. Let's try it. So I kind of was just playing with the rhythm and kind of improvising a little bit just to show that I could take apart those chords and play my really nice pedal steel licks. Let's get a little more treble on there. You can start from the bend, you start up. Once again, F sharp, C sharp, B, F sharp, back to C sharp. Let's see if I can, I'll just improvise with those again so you can see where I'm coming from. In fact, before we do that, I want to show you the same pentatonic scale, but in this other position. It's more of like a G position that I was talking about, the bluegrass position earlier. So I got my F sharp, I'm going to play the pentatonic scale, descending. Ending on F sharp, okay? And then my bend is right there. So if I started on F sharp, here, I'm going to play the scale again a little slower. If I combine that with my pedal steel lick, it's a bend that's already on the 3rd string, totally natural. If I combine that single line stuff with my pedal steel licks, I might actually make a pretty cool solo. Let's see what happens though. Here we go. 2, 1, 2, 3. Something like that. Just kind of noodling around, but I found some cool licks there just off of my little 3-string chords. F sharp, C sharp, and B. Let's see, maybe I'll show you one more. Don't forget you do have the pedal steel lick here, the first one that I showed you. It's the same thing that I showed you up here in the second position, but now I'm an octave up. Let's see if I can work that in before we run out of time here. 2, 3, 4. Alright, I hope that gave you a few ideas, at least for playing some country lead guitar. I did it in F sharp because I wanted to learn something myself about the guitar and kind of get better at playing in a weird key. I would recommend tuning your guitar down too and trying it in the key of G. I think you'll find a lot of fun open licks. Cold beer on a Friday night, bad jeans that fit just right, and the radio might be a little easier, but I would do it in both keys actually, just to get better. But thank you for hanging out and talking about some guitar stuff. We'll see you next time.